I'm going to show you how to add the shortcode in WordPress. So let's say, for instance, you build a function inside your PHP file, and then after that you want to display it in your page. So the way that you do it is by adding that functionality add shortcode. So as you can see, we have the tag there, and after that we have the function. So now the description that WordPress is giving, so K should be taken through prefixing or other means to ensure that the shortcode tag being added is unique and will not conflict with other already added shortcode tags. In the event of a duplicated tag, the tag loaded last will take precedence. So here we have the tag, those are the parameters, so tags, and after that the function. Shortcode tag to be searched in post content, and then the function to run when the shortcode is found. Every shortcode callback is passed 3 parameters by default, including an array of attributes. The shortcode content are null if not set, and finally the shortcode tag itself in that order. And after that we have more information here on how to play around the shortcode. Okay, let's start. So now what we're gonna do, so let's say, for instance, we're gonna have to open like a functions. Let's go to the functions PHP. So you have your functions PHP there, so which is this one here. So you want to add your shortcode. So what we're gonna do, we have a file that we created already. So as here, so we're gonna display this information here in our page. So let's create a code, display album. So we're going to paste the code there. Okay, already have it here. So let's say, for instance, these are functions. So our function is to fetch data from an API and then display it on the page. So to add the shortcode, we're gonna go get the formula to add the shortcode there. So our formula to add the shortcode is this one here. Copy. And then we paste the shortcode, and then here we're gonna give it a tag, a string, which is going to be display album. Yeah, we can just say album. Yeah, album. And then here we have the function. So our function, we're gonna add our functions there. So this is the functions. You copy it and then we put it there, functions. Okay, so now we save changes. We have to put that semicolon. Okay, so now this function, the way that it did is, so the role of this function is to get the API data and then after that display it. Yeah, so it's going to display the data here. So what we're gonna do first of all the basic stuff. So I'm going to delete this one here. Let's delete some of the item here to just make it simple, because we just want to display the code. So let's say, for instance, the only job that is gonna do is to get the information from the API and then display all of the information from the API without any other configuration. So the way that you already have it here, add shortcode, album. Okay, we save changes and then let's go to the page. So let's say, for instance, this is our page. Let's add and then look for the shortcode. Let's add it there. And then we have, as you can see, we're using square curly bracket. And then we put like album. So album, we're taking that album from the function here, albums. So we're taking this one here. I just copy it there. This is gonna be our shortcode, album, and then update, and then let's get refresh the page. Let's see. Okay, so we have, as you can see here, so we have those information here. So as you can see, it's giving us all the data. So now the next step is to do some configuration. So let's say, for instance, we want to only have like 3 items. We want to display only 3 items instead of all the data like that. So we want to display only 3 items. So the way that you do it, let's say, for instance, you say that the parameters must be items like that, and then we put the button there. So the button that we're gonna have to add, so we have this button there. So the parameters we're gonna have, for instance, like let's say heading. Let's say we want to have a heading, to put a heading there, to say like API heading or tests album. Okay, so here we only want to limit with 3 items. Okay, so now as we did put this configuration here, so now what we're gonna have to do, we have to go to, let's update it first. So we have to go to now the code to change. So we're gonna use something called shortcode attributes. As you can see, we have the functionality called shortcode attributes. Where is it? Shortcode attributes. Yeah, so this functionality works like that. So you have 2 inputs. So the first one, and then after that you have the second one. You can also add like the third one, but it used to be the 2 inputs there. So what we're gonna have to do, okay, you can see there, that is the formula. So we're gonna do something similar there. So all right, so let's go add our attributes. So we're gonna add the attributes, and then it's gonna be shortcode attributes. Yeah, we put already that attribute already, $sign. So and then we have an array. So now is here where we're going to add our items. So the items that we are looking for. So we have items. Okay. So the item that we are looking for. So we have items. Let's say give it a default of 6. If there's nothing, it's going to show 6 item. We have items there, and then heading. Heading, we have to put some default value there. Add heading. So okay, and then here we put our semicolon. Here we go. So these are attributes there. So now we have to like update this. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see here, we are using it already here. So normally this part was like heading test or something like that. So for you to add a variable in PHP, so it's just to have this like that. You set it up in this way, and then you put your attributes there, and then you have the heading parameters that you are calling. So we're calling this heading parameters there, and then after that the items. So for the items is we're gonna have to break the counter. So we need to get to iterate through the counter, and if the counter is equal to the counter is equal to, sorry, we have to define it first, and then here we put plus plus. Yeah, so if the counter is superior or equal to whatever information that you're gonna put there, if it's 3 or 5, so items, and then break, so stop the loop, so break out from the loop. So we save changes, and then let's go check now. So as you can see here, nothing has changed, it's still the same. And then this is the test. So we have API heading test album, we have items 3, we want to bring 3. So let's refresh. Yeah, as you can see, API heading test album, and then we have 3 items here. All right, okay, great. Thank you so much. This is the way that you add your shortcode, so you can play around by checking some of the information on how to add your items there properly. Yeah, to add your attribute, your shortcodes, you can. Yeah, so here you can just be creative, depend on whatever thing that you're trying to do. So you're gonna find all the information here and some limitation and what the do's and the don'ts as well. Okay, if you like this video, you can just click the thumbs up, and also you can subscribe, because we're going to start to upload different kind of developments, how to do. Okay, great, thank you so much.